If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 17 of the Wolfsburg Career Mode here on FIFA 16. We are having a couple of games today, and we'll actually end the transfer window today. We made some very impressive signings yesterday. If you missed the episode, then definitely check it out to make sure you don't miss out on all of the deals that we made, one of which is making his debut today, as you can see, Iñaki Williams. He's going to start on the right-hand side here against Eintracht Frankfurt away from home. They're a decent side. They've got Luke Castaños and Haris Seferovic up top, who are two decent strikers. Not world class, but they can definitely score some goals if you give them the opportunities. So we will try our best not to give them the opportunities. We're starting a very strong side, obviously, like I say. Iñaki Williams is starting on that right-hand side ahead of Varinia, who's been kind of nailing down that right-wing slot to this point in the season. But Andre Schürrle and Julian Draxler round out the midfield forward three with Max Kruse up top at present. Obviously, we did bring in, actually, before I spoil any of the other signings, if you haven't checked yesterday's video, then watch yesterday's video before watching this, so I don't spoil anything for you. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Right then, let's carry on. It's like watching the news before match of the day. Like, if you don't want the results to be spoiled, look away now. So yeah, we're, I don't know why I put on some sort of incredible BBC voice there, but we brought in, of course, Briel Donald Embolo as well. So we are starting Max Kruse up top in this one, and spoilers, Embolo will start the second game in the episode. But it's a centre-back with a brilliant finish that gives us the opening goal of this game. Really tidy finish from Niklas Süle down into that bottom left-hand corner to give us a 1-0 lead here. Quite early on in the game as well, I was pleased with the way that we started the game. Actually, Kruse buries this in the top corner. Keeper probably would have saved it had he continued to play on, as the offside flag and the whistle went up and sounded pretty early on, as Kruse was still taking his first touch there. But still, a very good finish from a man that isn't necessarily in form, but still is creating chances for me, Max Kruse. Fortunately, at the other end, oh, I don't know what happened to my voice there. Fortunately, at the other end, whenever the opposition creates chances, Diego Benaglio is on hand to make good saves, until, of course, they score a header from a corner. Luke Castaños with the goal. We mentioned that he can cause us problems if we allow him to have chances. We allowed him to have a chance. He scored a goal. So 1-1 as we head towards the end of the first half. 5 minutes still to go. That cross reaches no one until Cattell picks it up at the far side, and a last-ditch golden tackle from Luis Gustavo is enough to stop them from having a chance to make it 2-1 as we head into this second half. Literally straight after the restart as well. Max Kruse going on a nice run here. Takes it past a couple of players. Going to turn inside this man as well. Lay it inside to Luis Gustavo. Made a brilliant goal line clearance or goal line block at the other end. And this time, the same end actually, really, in the first half, and in the second half comes very, very close to giving us a 2-1 lead ourselves at the same end of the pitch. Unfortunately, though, good save by the goalkeeper. Then they came forward again. Lucas Castaños drills it into Haris Seferovic. It was a weird first touch from Seferovic that led to a chance for a teammate, actually, and Benaglio was able to palm that down onto the post. Not able to get it around the post for a corner. Palmed it onto the woodwork. Very lucky that it rebounded to a teammate and not to an opposition player. But Luis Gustavo is having chances in this game, but not able to make the breakthrough just yet. So I made a couple of changes. Nabil Fekir and Manolo Gabbiadini coming on for Iñaki Williams and Julian Draxler respectively. So Fekir's going wide right with Manolo Gabbiadini through the middle at cam. You can see that, or you could see from the top left, that we've not long made those changes when we're having another chance. Max Kruse across to Luis Gustavo, having another chance. Well saved by the keeper, but who's there on the rebound? The fresh legs and the fresh mind of Manolo Gabbiadini. His reactions were on point, not taking a while to get up to speed with the game. Immediately involved and immediately on the score sheet. Fantastic stuff. Nabil Fekir, the other substitute, is involved immediately as well. Nice Ronaldo chop inside. Does a little heel clicker move there. I'm not really too sure what it's called. And draws the foul from the defender. And we win a penalty. The chance to make it 3-1. What an impact from the two substitutes, Nabil Fekir and Manolo Gabbiadini. Obviously, the latter winning scoring the goal, and then the former, Fekir, winning the penalty. You see from the replay, he does the move, and then the defender just reaches in at the wrong moment. moment and stands on his legs. You see just there, and then he reaches in and just trips Fekir up. Just purely mistimes the challenge thanks to the skill move. I gave Fekir the pen as well. He won it. He can take it. And he scores it also. A goal each for the two substitutes. A 3-1 scoreline and a 3-1 victory as well. Really pleased with that. It's actually our two signings from the summer transfer window that make the difference in that game, rather than Iñaki Williams having too much to say about proceedings being our new January transfer signing. We do keep hold of Tolisso though. We bought him in the summer and rejecting an offer from Dortmund for him. And in fact, since having that offer rejected, he's actually going to start in this next game as well. We're playing at home this time, unfortunately in the snow again. Obviously winter in Germany is quite snowy, and actually Corentin Tolisso starts this game alongside Luis Gustavo, who appears to be in very good form. Hakan Çalhanoğlu starts at cam with Fekir on the right hand side and Breel Donald and Bolo, the new signing, up top to spearhead my forward four. Obviously, Fekir getting the nod ahead of Iñaki Williams or Verinia now on that right-hand side, thanks to his performance off the bench. And I did decide to go with Çalhanoğlu rather than Gabbiadini, just because Çalhanoğlu hadn't played for a little while, so we decided to give him a first-team game. They're not the strongest of sides, Cologne. However, they can. It's kind of there's a lot of teams in Germany that aren't necessarily the best of sides, but it's similar to what you've seen in Spain recently with like Celta Vigo, etc., and Villarreal. If you give a side a chance, and they're more than capable to actually take those chances and cause you problems. And Cologne did that here. In the BPL, anybody can beat anybody, as we've seen over the past few years. In the Bundesliga and La Liga, it is more one-sided. You do get kind of the obvious big teams and then the lesser teams, but the lesser teams do stand a chance of causing you some problems and, giving you a hiccup of a result if you let them. But Fekir's doing the work on this right-hand side again. Into Luis Gustavo. His shot is saved again, but finally Luis Gustavo has his goal. It's about time. He's had so many chances in this episode so far. He definitely deserves his name on the score sheet, and he has eventually managed to get it on there. Çalhanoğlu into Tolisso here though. We're trying to get ourselves in front for the first time in this game if we can. Fekir with a chance centrally this time on his right foot, which is his weaker foot, but a good save by the goalkeeper. It keeps us out. Still behind though, like we were in the first game, but we were able to recover to a 3-1 victory in the previous game. Can we recover to at least 3 points in this one? Nabil Fekir going on another mazy run, cutting in from that right-hand side onto his left foot into Tolisso. Tolisso scores 2-1 Wolfsburg after 38 minutes. Thank you very much. You get an offer in for him, proving that he's a sought-after talent, and he proves in the next game exactly why he's a sought-after talent. Performing very well, picking up a goal as well. 2 goals from my 2 holding mids in this game. Really pleased with how this game's going so far, apart from obviously conceding the goal early on, but still, we did very well in that first half to get ourselves back into the game. We were on the attack at the beginning of the second half as well, until of course Cologne picked the ball up and tried to come away with it themselves, but a loose pass gives it straight to Nabil Fekir, racing away. I had to give that a crack. Opportunities like that I cannot pass up. You guys know already by now. There's a bit of space in front of me within 30 yards of the goal. I'm going to give it a shot from distance. Unfortunately though, Fekir wasn't able to beat the goalkeeper, and he was on hand to it to keep it at 2-1 for now. Cologne coming forward again. Leon Bittencourt coming down the left-hand side into Hector. Nice football actually, a really good link-up play, and they end up with the shot, but he flashes it over the top of the bar. Perhaps a warning shot fired by Cologne there, letting us know that if we do, lose concentration at the back one more time like we did in the first half, they will score. Andre Schürrle though with a lovely turn inside here, looking for a third to replicate the scoreline of the first game, but again, goalkeeper on hand to make a good save. Hector's clearance was more on target than I'm sure he would have liked, or at least closer to the goal than he would have liked, headed it back towards goal rather than just straight out for a corner, but we were able to get the 2-1 victory. So 6 points from today's 2 games, and as we head down into transfer deadline day, from hour 4 to hour 3, that is the biggest move of, I think, any career mode today. Actually, no, Neymar went to Bayern from Barcelona, didn't he, in this series? So Barcelona sold Neymar to Bayern, and now they've used that money a window later to buy Neuer from Bayern Munich. Now, that's not only huge for just the fact that it's a giant £63 million transfer, but for us as a team in Germany, Bayern Munich losing Manuel Neuer is massive, absolutely huge for the title race. I don't know who they have as backups at goalkeeper. I think they've got Ulreich, haven't they? They bought him from Stuttgart, I believe. I might be wrong. Correct me if I am, but I think that's the case. We're still 5 points away from Bayern, though. They've only lost 2 games this season. To be fair, we've only lost 3, but we have drawn 6. So we'll try and improve, or continue to improve. We are in good form right now, and most notably, for the first time in a while, scoring goals freely as well. 5 goals in 2 games for us hasn't been the case, considering, as you can see, we'd previously only scored 15 in 18 games. Then to score 5 in 2, really pleased with the way that the team is playing right now. Hopefully, Embolo and Iñaki Williams can have a positive impact on the side as well. And then next season, when we get Joel Matip and Sofiane Feghouli in as well, we really will be a force to reckon with. A force to be reckoned with in all competitions. We're in the knockout stages of the Europa League as well, and that will pick up again in the next couple of episodes. But for now, that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. All of my social media links, as always, will be in the description down below, as well as a link to my Twitch, where I'll be streaming tonight, so follow that link as well. But for now, I'll see you next time.